The Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Make it Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day you hit the like, you hit the subscribe, talking about going on a ride, talking about going to the moon, and we're talking about going soon. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening. Had some family time, had a great time. This was a great weekend. And it's a great time to be alive and into the crypto atmosphere. So sit back, sit tight, and enjoy the show. So right now, currently, 1.3 trillion market cap, up about 3% in the last 24 hours, looking pretty strong, looking pretty good. Currently, right now, as you can see, I'm caught. I was looking at Bitcoin. I was looking at the daily right now as it's about to close in 2 minutes. As promised, we were going to come live to you at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, New York, and see what's going to happen here. The daily closes, the weekly closes, all at the same time, so it's kind of an exciting moment. At that moment in time, we'll talk a little bit about some Bitcoin news, as we shall do, as we do every day. Pharrell Williams, a lot of people, right? I'm so happy, right? We know that song. We're not going to sing that and trash it. Web3 is scaring the system. I like it. There's a good little read right here. Musician, producer, and fashion designer Pharrell Williams believes that a revolution is coming that will shake up the music industry, the financial system, and even government, and he thinks that blockchain and decentralized Web3 technology are key to it. So I'm kind of excited about it. If you like these sort of things, we're going to go over some live TA in just a minute. And an NFT acts like a proof of ownership for an item, and they're often used for digital goods such as artwork, profile pictures, collectibles, and even music tracks. They can provide access to gated communities and experiences, as well as are expected to serve as building blocks for the metaverse. So understand what's going on for the future here as we're getting excited for the crypto Web3. I tell you every day, I tell you all the time, Web3. I am excited. What is a big factor? What is a big part? What token is playing the role in the Web3 that we're a big fan of? Well, I am anyway. That is Bioconomy. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, you will find a gentleman who talks much about this. This is one of the most minute, one of the most dead, weak candles I've seen. Wow, look at that. It's about to change in 9 seconds, and it's very, very small. I was fooling around with the Fibonacci earlier. About to get a new weekly candle on this as well. I'm kind of curious to see where we go. I do believe we start seeing some green candles, ladies and gentlemen. We got Phil in the house, Dustin in the house, Hugh in the house. What's going on, my wolves? So here we go. Bitcoin in the house, getting a new weekly green candle. Hopefully, right? We do hope. As you see, it switches over 7 days. We are now getting the candle coming in. If we move this over, you will see we have that red little speck of dirt coming in. And I do believe coming into this week, we will find ourselves, hopefully finding ourselves in the bullish move here. What I expect is this weekly, to give us a little bit of some telling signs. What are they going to tell us? Well, Not to beat around the bush here, but we do have 8 consecutive weeks in a row that we could not stop falling. Bitcoin has never done this before. This is the first time we've seen this. It's the first time this has happened. Well, we're getting tight right in here, and I'm hoping that the internet is pretty well. I have the fastest internet you can get. It seems like we're fooling around here, flickering, excuse me. But I do see tight action. I'm kind of excited about that. This is TradingView. I do expect another weekly candle coming in. We're going to have to wait and get some time into it, of course. Perhaps we go to the daily. Maybe we see a little more, but here you are. So the last 2 days, we've been going up. Now it's going to start going red if you do see this little range here on the daily Bitcoin price. What is the top price you have been seeing? That's about 30,600. So it's only really about what you've been getting into. The median price of that right now is 29.8. And it's funny, I said that because we need to finish above that candle. It's very important. 29.8 is above. Now, I did ask for a couple people, a couple of the wolves, if you would. Tell me what token, what altcoin you'd like to go over. I have not yet to see anybody do so. So let's get to the super chat. What token tonight? And then we'll do a little TA on Bitcoin and explain to you if it goes up, where I think that asset will go with it. Obviously up. If it goes down, Bitcoin, then obviously the asset where I think it'll go down to. So none of this is financial advice. A lot of this is for fun and entertainment purposes only, but we do know the gentleman has been on fire here and there. So come on the super chat. Who wants to talk? Stream chat. Let's go. First person to talk about what token would you like to go over. As I tell you, Harmony Token 1 is a continuous grade buy below 5 cents. You cannot ask for a better price. Right now, 70 cents by economy is struggling. And here we go. Gary's in the house. Good evening, Gary. So here we go into the live chat now. Finally, we have something to talk about, something to go over. Let's get into the charts. So you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit the all button. And Gary on the super chat said JASMY. So let's get into JASMY, that sweet, smooth jazz. All right, so here's JASMY. I'm going to break it down. I have not looked at this token. I've not looked at this asset in a really long time. So please bear with me. All right. Right now, we're looking at the daily. Each chart is representing a day. As you see right now, currently, the trend is your friend. Well, the trend friendly would be to short this, as we know. That is the rest of the market coming into that, as we already know. But what I do see and what I can grasp from this chart, this daily chart is very, very telling. What is happening is every single time I hit the bottom of my exponential moving average, if you pay attention to that, right on the bottom here, we are receiving resistance. So every time, a day or two we spend, one more time, we're hitting resistance. So it's a matter of time. We're going to hit that and break through. What is that price if Wall Street Pete is to reveal? That is 140. So if you were wondering, what price do we need to confirm? What price do we need to finish above? It's actually that exact price, 0.01 cent 39. That is the price you're looking to close a candle. Now, as we're looking here, this is the daily, so we're going to go with a daily or a 4-hourly. You must close a candle above that price. As you can see, everything is now correlating. That is a new candle as well. Everything's a new candle at this time. I love the 8 o'clock time frame. I hope we never click the clocks back. Very important candle. What I do believe, though, is the weekly candle is going to tell us the most. We have the whole week to find out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these Bollinger Bands coming in on the 4-hourly. Super, super tight, boring sideways action on JASMY. Nothing but boring sideways action, if you ask me. A lot of people would find that to be not really too intriguing. And what's happening? Well, let's take a little peek. Let's go back into the time. What happened every time I get my bands to get tight, ladies and gentlemen? We get a big price action, right? We almost went to 3 cents on that one, or perhaps we did touch 3 cents. Not always, remember, not always. If it gets tight, it will go up. It can go down. If you pay attention here, on April 26th, it was tight. We were getting excited. There was a price action coming, and we went all the way from 2.5 cents almost, roughly about right up here, 2.4, all the way down to right here, which was horrible, 1.5 cents, even a little lower than that, as you could see. So pay attention to the Bollinger Bands. Pay attention to that. Right now, we are definitely getting that. I'm going to get rid of this indicator so we can pay attention a little more to what's happening, get rid of the drawing. What I do see here Let's see what we're getting because we have to break this down. This is JASMY. Last time JASMY gave me a nice little poke up here. Was something similar to this move. This was all the way prices from the fall of May 11th. So if you're following me, this is JASMY. This is TradingView. If you're interested, Gary, one of the wolves of the Super Chat, was able to ask me, well, not ask me, was able to tell me because I asked, what token would you want to go over? Well, this is a very important token. I do have very, very much love for JASMY token. I do believe it will make a bounce back with this market once we are bullish, as a lot of tokens are going to. It's just a matter of shopping. It's which one do you think can pump the most. And as I'm looking at that price, I'm just trying to get this zoomed out so everyone can get a better understanding of what's been happening. We're getting a falling wedge, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 4-hourly. It's clear to me this is nothing but a downfall. Falling wedge. You can see how it goes all the way up. This is the biggest pump, all the way back down. And as you see the new highs it's making, it will never have a price that will reach higher again than that. These are lower prices. This is called a dead cat bounce. We will continue to proceed to do that as we go through into here. Now, what's happening? Excuse me, let me get a drink. Not to be crazy, but Gary, not to be rude, but Gary, you get your JASMY, and then we're going to have to do others. But right now, JASMY, I will continue to find, and we'll go through here. Indicators, we have none. Let's get a couple out as far as the volume, right? We need at least that. Volume was looking good that day, as you can see when we pumped up. What I see is a falling wedge, a big falling wedge. What I need to break out of this falling wedge is going to take a little bit. What is the price I'm going to need to see? It's right about a little over 1.5 cents. So now that we do that, we're going to zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to help you out here. None of this is financial advice, of course, but if you pay attention to this line and where we need to break through, this is going to be the reversal and the breakout of the falling wedge. It's telling me that I can get almost all the way to 1.9, almost 2 cents. We can almost get to this 2 cents if I get the same exact move as I was getting right here from the 11th on when we fell, and we got the bounce all the way about 5 days later. So pay attention to that. That's JASMY token payment system. I do believe in that. I'm not going to talk to the downside right now because I don't believe we are going to go there. If we are to fall, and ladies and gentlemen, I were to tell you that would be the moment right there and then if we do finish a candle below that price, as we are not too far from it, of course. That would be the doomsday. That would be your ultimate confirmation that we are getting the double bottom end pattern. And if I were to show you that, then you would see right there, put this in red. Maybe it'll help you out and understand where we're coming from. But that is the downward scenario. So pay attention definitely to mention on that one. The upward scenario would have to finish above that almost 1.75 cent there. That's where we really get excited. Once we start doing that, we know we're breaking out of this falling wedge. And then you'll see what happens after we fall. We break out of a falling wedge. We did something similar to here, and then it broke cup and handle. Now you see what it's doing here. Same kind of thing. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse on that. By economy, we are getting a green candle. I'm excited about that. This is the weekly candle. I am hoping that Bitcoin follows through because by economy and Bitcoin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 weeks down. Something similar to what Bitcoin's doing. So it kind of scares me. XDC, Philip says. Philip, I have not done XDC or taken a peek of XDC in so friggin' long. I don't want to disappoint you, buddy. XDC. There's a lot of tokens out there. There's a lot of them out there. XDC. We're trying to do this for our wolves. Philip is asking. XDC for me. All right, so I've not touched or looked at XDC. As we can see, this is XDC, Bitfinex. This is the weekly. Let's get to the daily. Let's take a peek at some of this stuff here. So, as we already know, 69,000 is the high for the price of Bitcoin. As we can see here, around the same high here is now 19, so we put equivalent to almost 20 cents would be the high for this particular asset, XDC. Currently trading right now 4 cents, so as we know, multiple times your money gone if you are into this project or stuck. If you're buying the dip, obviously congratulations to anyone who's doing so. This has taken almost an 80% dump. That is something, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference because Luna is 99.9%, right? We could talk about that. That's another day. This has been some high volatile waves. This too now. Another big thing here as I look on the daily, because I want to look what it's doing on the daily. You do see that falling wedge, right? And if you do pay attention to the falling wedge here, as I'm starting to see the price range, it does look like we're finding that landing zone of some boring sideways action. It's been doing that all the way since the end of the 31st, beginning of April. So no April Fools here. Obviously, it is still establishing some support here that we may be finding all the way back from May of last year. So we're looking back from a year ago. Kind of wild, right? Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. A year ago, as Philip talks about XDC, I do like XDC. I'm actually a fan of it, so don't mind talking about it. Don't have to be a fan to talk about it. I don't want to do the direct movement index chart. So relative strength index chart on here on the daily, ladies and gentlemen, actually looking pretty good. I like this little bounce we got. The last few times we did that, look where we went. Like I said, last few times XDC has bounced. It has something. I mean, it's a couple. You can see it's a dead cat bounce every time up here. But ladies and gentlemen, it is pretty consistent with what we need to happen. So every time it does hit off this bounce of the 30 here, I'll repeat, we do get a nice significant jump through the top here of 70, and that is absolutely fantastic. So what I'm looking for here in XDC as I continue to break it down was the last support resistance flip here. And that's somewhere right around here. So please hit the like and subscribe if you're interested in this sort of thing. We come live for you. Currently right now, 6.5 cents. It may sound crazy to you, but if you are believers in some chance of getting a cup and handle formation like this happened here, if you see, there's going to be something similar that can happen with the XDC, and I do believe that would tell. What would happen is you would hit the resistance probably down at 5.2, just 5 cents, and that would be your cup and handle. That'd be something you'd be looking into. Pay attention to that, as most of the people are noticing that crypto is starting to get a little bullish again. We're starting to come through. We're starting always high volatility, but I do believe that we are starting to come through. As you can see, Terra Luna right up 56% again. Back and forth, back and forth. We'll do We'll do Luna next. Excuse me. No, we can't do Luna next. Excuse me. We're doing it now. We're talking about how it's up 56%. I want to stay away from Luna, Gary. So it's even more of a reason to not just to do two, but I'm not a fan of Luna. XRP right here. So XRP in the last 7 days has been down almost 6%. So what we're going to do here now, and I don't mean to cut you short, Philip. I'm sorry. I want to give you your right TA. 6.5 cents, so like we've said here. As you can tell, that's big support here. Big resistance, excuse me. Big resistance. We're fooling around here, right? We're saying the wrong stuff. Big resistance right there. Cup and handle possibility. What I see coming from here is every time we got to that little bit low, that's a good buy. So what would I say right now? Not financial advice, but unfortunately, if you are against this and you are I want to say a bear right now, this is probably the time to buy. This is looking pretty exciting. I don't know, many people may not see this opportunity that I see, but right now, currently, we are establishing, and this is a bearish pattern, ladies and gentlemen. So let me not try to fool anybody. This pattern right here, this currently small little pattern on the daily that we are developing, is actually a bearish one. So I'm going to put a little couple of indicators I did not pay attention to or check out yet because I was waiting for this moment, but the MACD is going to come out here. And as you can see, we are finishing a little bit, and we could get another hump here, which would establish a little longer of a bull time here. So we're going to have to find out what happens here. This moment right now, and this is what we're talking about right here at this point, 5 cents, wouldn't you sign me up? If we can finish a candle above 5 cents, now I'm seeing it right in there. So hopefully, Philip, you caught this. You're going to get to that 6.5 cents. So you're going to find another way to get up another cent and a half. If I could do this for you, this seems to be the range we're going into. If you are jumping on this right now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, not financial advice. You could do well. You could make about 58% on your profits here. So it's something to pay attention to. It's definitely something I'd want to see here. Relative strength index chart does look very intriguing. So Ladies and gentlemen, I would pay attention to that. I think that's very important. Like I said, every time we hit the bottom here, it does seem to go up rather nicely in a nice little trend, and the trend is your friend. So break that down. Pay attention to that. Put that into consideration. XDC, one more time. That is looking nice. Let's get to the next one. What was the next one? XRP. XRP is a big one, right? A lot of people fall in love with XRP. They think that the banks are going to jump in on this. This is going to be the next acceptance coin for the banks. And 89, what was it, 89 cents? That's nice. 89 and a half cents. This was going to hold for a little bit, and this was going to be our resistance. And guess what happened? Well, the rest of the market just like we did. So if anyone's interested in this, we're breaking down XRP next. Let me put this down so I can fix the title. XDC for the Wolves, XRP, and we went up with JASMY, which obviously Bitcoin was the talk. Bitcoin Big Daddy, what does ever that do is whatever the market does, right? We must understand that. No problem. This is what we're here for. This is why you hit the like and subscribe. I'm here for you, right? And all I ask is for a like button and get the bell and all notification, and that helps us out. So it's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 15 minutes into the weekly candle. Let's take a little peek real quick, see what Bitcoin is doing. Does look like we are jumping to the upside. Okay, I'm happy about that. Are we getting a green candle? That would be nice to know. 4 hourly, nothing special. But not looking too bad, because what's happening now, this is what I expect. Okay, so we got a new weekly candle. We bounced off the 29,000, right? Wall Street Pete's been preaching to everybody. Relax, relax, relax. 29,000 is our savior. Well, this seems to be the theory. This seems to be what's happening. 29,000 is what's been saving us. And every time we get down to this area, it was 31 last time, right? 31.7, you can see here. That was in August. That was in July, last summer. And we come up here, if we look, even a little higher the price, 32,000. Now it's getting scarier. Now we're getting to bottoms where we don't know where we're going to be because we're so low. Well, if I look at the patterns and I pay attention to what's going on, there is a good chance that, okay, maybe 29,000 does get touched one more time. But what if, ladies and gentlemen, what if, as I get ready to do XRP next, what if this is the next candle? Well, I already told you what would happen. If that was the next candle, ladies and gentlemen, 50,000 would be the ultimate goal of where we're heading. We would obviously have obstacles, which would be 37,000. We would have to come through 37.3, and then the trend would be changing all the way to 43,000. When I get to 43,000, that is when we will find out the confirmation of getting to the 47. Are we going to break to the 50 or not? I was talking about this before, 50,000 in May. It's still May, and I'm telling you, no, we're not going to get to this in May, but there were signs, and there were a little bit of life signs showing that there was a chance we were going to hit there. So understand, just because it's green right now doesn't mean it's going to stay green. Now, we already know this is high volatile waves. This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a green candle in 7 days. So I'll see you next Sunday talking about, is this red or is this green? Excuse me. If this is going to be green, we already know we're going to be talking about something, hopefully a little more than a dead cat bounce. What would be the dead cat bounce price? Ladies and gentlemen, if this is not a dead cat bounce, 37.3 is the price. Listen to me one more time. If this is not a dead cat bounce, we will break through that. We will break through that price. Understand how important that is. Understand how important that is. I will even make it yellow. I don't care. But understand this is your chart. This is your pattern. This is your little cheat sheet. Get TradingView if you do not want it or do not need it. I don't care. You need it. Get it. It's free. You can pay if you want. You don't have to pay for the advertising, clicking the X's like I do. I'm a cheap you-know-what, and we don't do it. So pay attention to what I believe is going to happen. 29,000 was the bottom. As I said, I'm going to do a little quick repeat. 37.3 is the price we need to finish a candle, a daily, a weekly, whatever we can above to make sure that this is not going to be another dead cat bounce. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hit the like and subscribe, you can go for a ride with me. We'll find out, is this a dead cat bounce? Is it going to break that 39.3 and we're going to be happy as you know what, or are we going to go through and be miserable? So we're going to keep on and find out about that. As you know, I don't know what's going to happen. We know we have the confirmation numbers. They're all put out there for you, so get excited. You're invited. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, well, this is why you do so. Pay attention. Every time we find a little bottom of some space here at the 57-cent mark on XRP, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have an eye for this. Some people were born to do certain things. Maybe I was born to do this. This is a resistance level we are hitting in the crypto space for XRP now. That's what we're looking at. Right now, there's a cup and handle, I do believe, that can form. We can get one. We can get a dead cat bounce. We can get whatever we need. But if you are in the crypto space and you are looking to make money, this might be the channel for you. What is happening is we are getting a rising channel going into this space here. We will flip resistance and support. If it's not a real rally to the upside, this is what you will see. If this is a real jump, then we're going to have to get some indicators out. We're going to have to talk about some things. Let me see if I can get the EMA. I do love the EMA Bollinger Bands coming out. Like I said, this is XRP. Looking at the daily right now. So each candle represents one day. XRP is a big fan for a lot of people. I will have to change the title. I know some of you all love this. Let's see what happens here. Looks like we got a little bit of some down momentum to come because it seems like this is what's been the theme. So what's happening now is the EMA exponential moving average, it got tight. You see it got tight right here. What happened? Down was the trend. So XRP currently right now every day all the way from the 17th of April, we are in a downtrend that we have to break out of. I do believe XRP has a chance to come down a little lower. I'm sorry to say that if you are an XRP fan or a holder, so to speak, same thing. What's happening here right now is we're building some support currently. I do believe some people are going to get upset about this because of how low this price is. What will happen is we are going to come all the way to probably about this price. Why do I say this price? Well, what's happening is 47 cents is going to be a dead cat bounce. What is happening is you're going to get a couple bounces here. One there before it got tight and bounced hard. You got a real bounce here under the EMA. I don't know if you see the strip. This ribbon is called the EMA. This is probably the next bounce, dead cat bounce. 47 cents, like I said. We're going to jump to this side, and this is going to be your confirmation price. Does XRP continue to go through the 57 cents? The only way we're going to get that opportunity or chance for that to happen, obviously the volume, right? We want to see the volume to come in. Right now, the volume is not looking great at all in the last 24 hours. We're speaking low volume, not good at all. So you have to pay attention to that 800, let's say 890 million versus the market cap. That's what you have to pay attention to. It's really bad. We know we've seen higher numbers than that. Just looking at that, that's not always the factor of what the price is, but that's the major factor, of course. But pay attention to that right now. What I'm resembling, and I'm going to get rid of the EMA because I see the EMA every time we're hitting the bottom. We're getting rejected, so there's going to be another one where we get rejected probably one last time there. Remove the indicator, showing you what we now know. Hit the like and subscribe. You can talk in the super chat. This is the last token, and we're going to go. What I'm seeing here, and I think we are at, is something similar to this peak here. So I do believe if we get a momentum move to the upside here, we could probably find ourselves with XRP something looking like this. So this is something we can establish and find. What would that be if we were to do this? That would be the price of 75 cents. I would then have to say that I would be concerned. Anywhere around this price, I would be very, very concerned. I would expect a big rejection, a big resistance, big fall here. So I'm used to giving you, you're used to me giving you 3 different levels. So here's the XRP levels. As far as the bottom goes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a strong price, but the price that's really strong of support is we're at. So if I were to give you another bad news scenario, you're going to be looking at 38 cents, I believe, if that's what that is. And let's get that a little, let's see, hot pink or something so we can see that. There is something lingering there. And if you see here back all the way from June 10th, 2019, we found some support there. So, and we did it again all the way from February 20th, 20-ish of 2021. So 2-year time frame. It's a little odd. But 2022 now, we're finding ourselves there again, and perhaps, hopefully, we're done with that. But like I said, once you hit it a couple times, you could come back for more. So pay attention to that last going towards the downside, 37.9. No problem. I'm not the best. I want to be one of the greatest. That'd be great. But I appreciate that comment. Thank you very much. Strive to be the best, right, and the greatest. That's what we're here for. Not always correct. You know that. We have been on fire. We've had a couple times where we just go right down to the nitty-gritty price and tell you exactly where we go, and it's like magic. But you and I both know that's impossible to have a track record like that all the time. So, but as you see here, these are little babies, these little baby daily candles. What's happening here is we are finding some type of support here. So each day that we continue to do so, XRP is actually building some momentum. So believe it or not, like Viral said, hit the like, baby, hit the like. We're going to get ready to go. Like I said, this can most likely come back down and touch the 28.9. We cannot finish a weekly candle below the 28.9. Ladies and gentlemen, understand, if everyone is correct that they're saying we're going to have one more problem, we're going to have one more dip, you better get your ass ready for this. I don't know how hard you have to work. I don't know what you got to do, but I'm facing the facts, and these are fears I'm facing. We're going to have to face our fears. We don't want this price to get much lower, but I mean, we know if this price gets lower, our money gets lower. But you got to understand, if this price gets this much lower, how many more can you purchase? You know, that's what the thought. That's what we've been thinking. If you trade on leverage, you could get excited for this too. This is maybe something I'll get a little more in depth. I would like to trade this on leverage. If I do see the warning signs that we're going down to 28.8, you bet your ass Wall Street Pete is going to be paying attention to this weekly candle. And we're going to be finding it to come down and break through this 28.9. And that's when we're going to be finishing a candle below that. And ladies and gentlemen, that's when you're going to get your short position. So I know a lot of people like to talk about the top, how it's going to go up, and how wonderful it is. But we always have to talk about the other scenario. So hopefully we get some sideways boring action. That's what I'm expecting for the next couple of weeks. 2024 is the next halving. Pay attention to that, whether you like it or not. So there's a lot of things we talked about on this channel. There's a lot of things we talked about on this particular video. So if you have to watch it again, I know I'm going to have to watch it again. But there's some key levels there. XRP, JASMY, and XDC. Those are actually some pretty good tokens. So pay attention to here. You may want to watch some of them. Some of them are on the top 50. So Wall Street Pete, Sicto, and crypto. Get yourself the coin market cap. Make sure you're always paying attention to this. These are one of your tools. I don't know if you understand that. Follow Michael Saylor if you choose. I think he's a great person to listen to. Sometimes he yaps about the same thing over and over. How many times can you talk about how great Bitcoin is in one video? He finds many ways to do so, right? But there's a couple people you may want to just listen more, follow to, that you've maybe not been doing. Maybe you feel like you're out of the loop. We try to keep you in the loop. So Wall Street Pete, Sicto in crypto. A gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange right here. The market was created right here. Everybody used to scream and yell right in the middle of a circle. Whatever it was, natural gas, cotton, coffee. These are commodities, puts and calls, futures. But similar to what we do today, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very similar. This is not really going to change. It's just all these people representing is a cell phone that you're on your phone or a laptop that you're trading right now. So nothing really different. It's just we're all still people, and we all lose, we all win, right? Somebody's buying. Guess what? Somebody's selling. Remember, just because you're buying something, do you understand the only way that happens and gets executed if the other person's selling? The same product, the same asset, ladies and gentlemen. That's how trading works. The only way you can trade any of these prices, any of these assets, is if somebody on the other side at this exact price is selling. So I'm not sure if you get it. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all are still learning. I understand that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Most likely we will have a video. If not, hang tight. The price is going sideways. Please don't lose your stuff. Wall Street Pete, until then, have a great day, have a great night. See you then.